Hey guys, good morning. It's Monday and, just trying to get back in the groove from the weekend. So I want to see if this happens to any of you on a Monday morning and you come into the office and there's just a list of things that you want to get done. From maybe finishing last week, maybe finishing this week. For me, it just is all jumbled in my brain. It's like this, there's like lots of stuff running around, like this project and this project and this project and this project and this project. Craziness. So for me, like I had to kind of calm my brain down this morning, Monday, and just kind of write down everything I want to accomplish because I just started getting overwhelmed of everything that was going on. My brain just started dumping out everything it wanted to do. So I took some time to write down what I want to accomplish in each thing. How many emails I need to respond to, how many videos I need to record, what are my topics, what do I want to say, what's important to say, just kind of getting it all down on my paper here, my to-do list thing. So kind of writing it all down made me feel better about getting it all down. And then I don't know about you guys, but then the second half of me is like, okay, what do I do first? I feel like a squirrel looking for a nut. Like, do I do this or do I go here or do I go there? Like, what do I do? Like, I'm just all over the board today. So it's one thing my brain wants to do is it wants to find the perfect way to get the task done. Like it wants to map out the perfect route. Now, part of that probably is because I am a planner. I've done lots of planning for like retail, for stores, for outlets, for online, a lot of different things. So to me, like, okay, I need to figure this out. I need to find the best path. I need to do some research and I need to do this and then this and then this. And then you could spend hours researching and then never really get your task done that you want to do. It just happens. I fall in that category sometimes. What I did do is once I did my master list, and hopefully this tip will help you too. This is a tip for me that helped me out was I got down everything in my brain I wanted to do for work. Like just everything that's like, blah, 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 blah. Kind of like verbal vomit, brain vomit. Blah. Got it all out. And then I went through on, okay, what are my tasks that I want to get done today? Went through and made like a little put an A next to those. When do I get done next? Then I thought about, well, what's the goal for the week? And I'm not talking about, I don't have like a whiteboard, written over here of like things I need to get done or whatever. It's just kind of like what's important right now, what needs to get done. And then I kind of reviewed Friday's notes. I like to do a little recap on Friday, like what I did, what I didn't do, so I can make sure I've set the great precedents for this week. And then I'm moving forward to what I want to do. Now, a lot of times I'm sure like you guys too, like work priorities change. They change every day. In fact, they change every hour sometimes on what's going on and what your boss wants you to do and what you want to do. Anyway, so that tip's helped me write it all down, see what you need to do today, make it a priority. And then what I do is I just start working. I do set a priority and what could be done, but sometimes like, oh my gosh, I've got 5 priorities on a list of 30 things. Which of those 5 priorities do I do first? I'm like, let's just start working on it. Let's just start one at a time. And I'm like, cut out the research, Michael. Just start doing the project. And then once I get moving on completing projects and everything, then I get a better sense of how long is it going to take me to complete this project? How long is it going to take me to complete the other projects? When can I take a break? And it just helps me kind of move forward with that aspect. So that's what I'm doing today. Just doing brain vomit on my pieces of paper and just figure out what's important to do. So once I do that, usually what happens is something in that area that I have to do, I dread. I'm not going to lie. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm dreading it. I am just like, and my tendency is because I dread it, I want to put it off as long as possible. Bad habit I had in college. Didn't have good time management. And so I would put off the things I didn't want to do, till the end of the week, till it was due. And like, for example, it's Monday and the teacher's like, hey, we're going to test on Friday. Okay. Got the whole week to study. And usually there's like, hey, we're going to test on chapter 5, read it. I'm like, okay, what part of chapter 5? It's a whole chapter. So what would happen is I would do easier tasks I needed completed that week for college or even for work. I would just do the easier things, answering emails, doing little pop quizzes or whatever things were easy. I would read the chapters. It would take a while, but I really wouldn't absorb them, if that makes sense. I would read them, but not absorb them. And that probably is part of my ADHD. I would read a couple pages and I'm like, what did I just read? I don't understand anything. I still am not comprehending. So what I would do was like, oh, I can do it later. Oh, later. So I would do other things to get endorphins. I might go for a run, which is fine. It's good to get a break. Yet if you're running and not doing the tasks you need to do, that's not a good thing. Or I would play a video game or chat with some friends online or go run errands with some friends. Like I would do other things. I call it buffering. I'm buffering from doing my real work with other fake work. Well, you could call it fake. It's not that it doesn't need to be done. They are all things that need to be done. Yet I didn't really handle the most important tasks because I was dreading them and I kept putting them off. So what happened is, test is on Friday or quiz. Thursday night, I would be freaking out. My anxiety would be building during the week because I wasn't handling it. And then I would try to cram at the last minute. And that would not work for me with my ADHD because I don't retain things well. I have to kind of do things repetitively for a while and then I can retain them. So then I would be anxious, nervous, not retaining, stress even more anxious, which makes it's like just like a spiral, makes it worse and worse. And so I'd be like a mess before the quiz or the test. So that was just with me on my own. Now, if I had study groups, that would really help out a lot because we could do our work together. In fact, I just read an article that a lot of people who work from home, they all log in together on the Zoom call and just work together on projects. Like you're sitting in the same room, but it's on a Zoom call. I think that's fantastic because that would always motivate me to do my work if I see other people working with me. Like I'd go to the library sometimes. I think it's a good modern twist. What I'm going to talk about in the future is dread. Dread sprints. So be looking for that. A good way to handle your dread or a task you dread sprints. Okay, we're going to get that next. So click the like button, follow me. You'll get a notification. Bye, guys.